It's officially fall, and I know we all love a good casserole. So if you guys are following a low-carb keto lifestyle and you're looking for a healthier version to your traditional casserole, for that good cooking for the soul, the stuff that warms up the house, when you walk in, you smell it, all the good stuff, all the yums, I got you. So today we are making chicken divan. So if you guys are ready, stay tuned. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. Hey guys, welcome. Happy fall, y'all. I mean, I'm not from the South, but I think I can get away with it. My name is Danielle, and this is Daniela Diaries. Today we are going to have a what's for dinner. I wanna go ahead and share with you a easy casserole meal that you can make for you and your family. Great for during the week, and everybody will enjoy it. It's super simple. We are going to make some changes because if you guys are new here, I do follow more of a no-frills, simple keto approach. So I go ahead and I make sure to keep my fats on the lower side. Traditional traditional casseroles that you will see with people who follow a keto lifestyle would be things with heavy whipping cream, lots of cream cheeses, sour creams, lots and lots of fat. I'm gonna go ahead and opt to do it slightly different. So there is gonna be some substitutions, but if you wanted to go ahead and add in, traditional sour cream or full fat mayonnaise, you can do that. It's completely up to you. We're just doing this. I'm showing you how I do it my way. Still gonna be really, really good. It's just going to be lighter on the calorie impact, okay? So today we are making chicken divan. I thought it would be super good to make. It's actually, today is the first day of fall here, and as you guys can see, I am like bundled up. The high today was only 60. It's rainy, it's chilly, it's perfect. It is like chef's kiss, okay? So this year for fall, I have been really looking forward to it, and I am just going all out. I'm completely in the spirit, and I am ready for Halloween and all the pumpkin things and crock pot meals and Instapot meals and good dishes for the soul. So I wanted to share one with you guys. I know I give a lot of, I'm very critical on a lot of casseroles that you see on the internet, just because I think that they pack a big punch when it comes to calories. So I wanted to share with you guys something that I make for my family that is really good, but is still more on the healthier side, okay? So, like I said, chicken divan. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the ingredients and let's jump into it, shall we? Here we go. All right, so for your ingredients, the first thing you're gonna need is some broccoli. This is just some frozen broccoli florets that I have. I am going to cook these before I put them into our casserole dish, okay? I'm probably gonna use 2 of them because we like a lot of broccoli in my house. And if you didn't know, broccoli's super good for you. It's very, very low carb, and it packs a really good nutrient punch. I am going to cook these up in the microwave, but I'm not going to cook them all the way through. I'm just going to cook them to where they're a little bit soft and then let them finish cooking into the oven, okay? So we're going to use 2 bags of frozen broccoli. I do have, I'm just gonna bring the whole thing here. This is a jumbo pack. This is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I'm opting for the chicken thighs because I prefer them, because I find them to be more flavorful than a chicken breast. If I was doing more of a traditional casserole, I guess, and I wanted to do like creamy sauces and everything, I probably would do a chicken breast just because I didn't want all the extra calories, but I just find that the chicken thigh has a little bit more flavor, it's juicier, and I just prefer it over chicken breast when it comes to these kinds of meals. I feel that you can really dry out chicken in the oven, so that's why I'm opting for this. My suggestion is for you to do the same. The next thing we're going to use is some mayonnaise. I'm opting to use light mayonnaise because I do watch my total fat count. If you didn't, you can use, the full fat mayonnaise. For light mayonnaise, I like the Duke's mayonnaise light. I think it tastes the best, and I find that other ones are kind of sweet, and the macros are right on the money with this. So, and even my whole family would like this. So we use the Duke's mayonnaise light, so the light mayonnaise, whatever. And then we are also going to be using the Too Good plain yogurts, okay? I am using the Too Good plain yogurt in substitution for sour cream. I could have sour cream, but I opted to use the Too Good plain yogurt for one. It has a ton of protein in it. So this is gonna be a very, very heavy protein dish. And the carbs are, it's gonna be lighter in your total carbs. I'm not even gonna lie to you, and it's gonna be lighter in your fat. So all in all, it's going to lessen the caloric amount into this dish, and but it's also going to skyrocket the protein. And I do try to follow a high protein version of keto, so that's why I opted for the two. Next up is some Parmesan. This is just some fresh grated Parmesan that I got from the deli. I'm using that. We're gonna use some white cooking wine, a couple tablespoons of that. And then for seasonings, we're going to use a couple. I have them all right here. We are missing one. So we're gonna have some smoked paprika. I got some ground mustard, some grounded sage, and we're gonna use some Italian seasoning because it did call for thyme, but I am completely out of thyme. But seriously, I had no more, and I wasn't gonna go run to the store for just one ingredient. And then lastly, we're gonna use some curry powder. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna link this recipe down below. I believe it's from like that Low Carb Yum website. I found it on Pinterest myself. I double a recipe when it comes to seasoning. I like for my food to be super, super flavorful. So I always go a little bit extra with the seasoning, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna add that, and then that's it. You're gonna need yourself a nice baking dish and an oven. That's it. So let me go ahead and get everything situated. I'm gonna pull my hair back, put on my apron, and we gonna get to work. Hope you guys are hungry because we're gonna eat real good today. So I'm gonna take my baking dish, I'm just gonna put it right here. I'm gonna start cutting up my chicken thighs, okay? You're just gonna go through and cut them. I'm just gonna remove some of this skin because I don't want all this skin. But we're just gonna cut it into chunks, and I'm just going to toss it into the pan. I thought this was skinless, but I guess not. Just gonna go ahead and cut this into chunks and place it in the pan, and just hide the fact that I'm removing some of the skin from Leo because he will be very upset if he found out. Just because we don't need all that extra fat, okay? And look, we trying to lose some weight here, okay? We trying to let our body eat our own fat. So yeah, just go through, cut up your chicken. We do have our oven preheating at 350 degrees. This is literally a dump and go meal, guys. It's gonna be super simple. So if you're like, hey, you got something going on with the kids, or maybe you got something going on with family, it's about that time where the seasons start changing and life starts getting crazy, this is a perfect meal for that, okay? It's also, well, nothing's cheap anymore. Everything's so expensive, but it would be more of an affordable type meal as well. I always get questions about this knife. If you guys were looking for this knife, I do have it linked in my description bar. Leo found it off of Amazon. Leo picks all of our knives for us. If you guys were looking for a macro calculation, you would just go ahead, and I don't have one for you because I'm not making a recipe with this, but you can go ahead and create one in whatever app you were using to track your calories, okay? Again, if you guys wanted to, you could use chicken breast. That's up to you, whatever makes you happy. We're gonna just open up our bags of broccoli. Like I said, I didn't cook them all the way. I just cooked them enough to where they were softened. And I'm adding 2 bags because I like to add a lot of veggies to my meals just so I can get that volume. And that's super important, especially when you are eating a more of a low-fat diet, just because you're able to eat more foods because they are low-fat, because the calorie count is significantly lower. So you're able to have a bigger portion. Now, if I was, going to make this with without all the veggies and then with the mayonnaise and everything like that, it would be I would have to be really careful with that. But since I'm making it this way, Benny's not going to eat that. He refuses to eat anything green. Even though I think dogs are colorblind. But if it's healthy, he won't eat it. So just go through and make sure that everything is mixed up well, because you're going to make your sauce to go over the top. And look at that already. We got some good protein and some good veg. So we'll put that off to the side, and let's prepare our sauce. Clean your workstation. All right, so we're going to change up this recipe slightly because I almost tripled it. He asked for 1 pound of 1.5 pounds of chicken, and I believe that was like 3 or 4. So we're going to take 1 cup of mayonnaise. So this is the Duke's mayonnaise, right? We're gonna take 1/2 cup of that. So again, 1/2 cup of our Duke's mayonnaise. Add that into your bowl. Where I'm gonna use a separate mixing bowl because I wanna make sure that everything gets distributed to the dish. And next we're going in with that Too Good yogurt. This is the plain yogurt. And then we're gonna add in 1/2 cup there. Even my kids really like using this as a substitution. Rhea even makes her ranch dressing with this. This is one of those things that we have on hand all the time. I highly recommend it. I don't think it tastes bad at all. So, and then we're gonna add in about 1 cup of parm. That's about what that is right there. 1 cup of parm, and now we're gonna start doing our seasonings. So I'm gonna take some smoked paprika. I'm gonna take 2 teaspoons of that. Again, I go a little bit heavier on my ingredients because I like a lot of flavor. So 2 teaspoons of that. We're gonna come in with some dry mustard, and I'm gonna take 1 teaspoon of that. We're gonna take some curry powder. I've never, ever, ever, ever cooked with curry powder. So this says 1/4. We're going with 1/4 because I don't even know if I like curry powder or not. So we're just gonna toss that in there. We're gonna use our sage. We're gonna take 1/2 teaspoon of that. I love sage, it's so good. And then we're gonna take our Italian seasoning, and I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of that. Again, I'm substituting the Italian seasoning for the thyme because I ran out of thyme. So we're gonna take 1 teaspoon of that. Mix this all up here. We still have to add the white wine. I'm just kind of mixing all these up first, and then we'll add in the white wine. And that'll thin it out to make it more, just to thin it out a little bit so we could spread it around a little bit easier. We're gonna add about 6 tablespoons of that white cooking wine. Oh, it smells like legit white wine too, so if you have that, I never knew that. So 6. Make sure you're scraping the sides of your bowls, make sure nothing's sticking. Make sure you're kind of folding everything in. Our oven has already alarmed us, told us it's ready to go. So it's just waiting on us. So here is our dish here, and we're just going to coat, just kind of start spreading it around. We still have more in there. I just want to make sure that I get it through, and then I want to stir it to make sure everything is coated, okay? We want to make sure everything has some of this mixture on it because this is our seasoning, this is our flavor, okay? We want to make sure we get all the flavor. And then I'm just taking a kind of a spatula to scrape the sides because I want to make sure we get everything. But here it is, my friends. That's what it looks like. Everything is thoroughly coated. It's going to be super full of flavor. This did not ask for it, but in true Danielle fashion, I'm going to hit it with some black pepper because that's how we do it. That's all you got to do. It's literally a dump and go, and we love that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this into my oven that has been preheated at 350 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until, you take one of your chunks of chicken and you temp it and it's 180 or above and you're looking good. All right, so let's cook this up and I will be back.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the...
Okay, my friends, here we go. We just pulled our chicken divan out of the oven, and it looks so good. So I will say this, I did have to, I'm gonna turn off my stove, or my timer. I did have to cook this longer than 30 minutes. The chicken just wasn't done. So it ended up cooking for about 45. And I did just kick up my temperature from 350 to about 400. But if you guys are new here, you would know that my oven is real petty like that. So yeah, that's it. But I just want to show you guys, just gonna give it a kind of a stir. I want to let this sit just for a few, just to let the chicken kind of cool. But look at how beautiful. Everything is nice and crispy and it looks so yummy. I'm so excited for this one. I did try some of the broccoli already and it was really good. So I'm gonna serve it just like this, just, you know, with a bowl, and that's it. If you wanted to make like a side of rice for your kids or for your husband or whatever, you can do that, or for your wife. Or you can do like a rice cauliflower as well. So we always have an option. I'm gonna serve it just like this because that's what I feel like. But it looks so good and it's so big. This would also be perfect if you wanted to do like a Sunday meal prep for the week, and look at how much this makes. And it was super affordable as well. So I'm just going to serve mine in one of these little bowls here. Are we recording? Yeah. All right, we're gonna serve us one of these little bowls here.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air.
And that, my friends, is our dinner. So we're gonna have Leo try it out. I'm gonna plate up everything else for everybody, but so good, literally dump and go. You could even probably toss this in the crock pot if you wanted on low for 4 hours and do it that way as well. Whatever you wanna do, I mean, gets the thing done. But fall is here, my friends. Here's a casserole that is not full of calories and empty nutrition. So boom, we did so good. Let's let Leo try it and he'll give you his honest opinion. So here is Leo's bowl here, and he's gonna try it out. What do you think?
That's good.
Would you recommend or no? I think it needs a little salt, but that's it. Salt and pepper to taste.
Just a little bit of salt and pepper, but other than that, everything else.
I told him to pair it with some rice or some cauliflower rice. That'd be good, no?
Oh, on top of some rice, it would.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Please share the video. If you're new here, please subscribe. We do all types of stuff. Stuff for your weight loss journey. I have a series for Feminine Society. We do a little bit of true crime. It's just literally pages out of my diary, and I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. If you guys have been here, thank you so much for being here and riding with me. I appreciate you all, and I love you all so much. And thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I will link the recipe down below. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend, just to give you guys some options. If you guys are looking forward to maybe easier meals, maybe 30-minute meals, something like that, we can do a whole new series for fall. We're gonna do some stuff for Thanksgiving coming up. If you guys were looking for some more fall ideas, you can definitely check my playlist. I even have a Thanksgiving one, which can give you some really good dessert ideas as well. So I will see you on the next one. Thank you guys, and yeah, all right, I'm out of here. Bye guys, take it easy.
Yesterday, there was sun.